Police say that DNA evidence led them to Hoover as their prime suspect.
Our Carly Van Cleve got a one-on-one with the Steuben County Sheriff, who says the DNA evidence made all of the difference here. Carly.
Steuben County Sheriff Chief Deputy Sheriff Mike Meeks tells me without the advanced technology used to match the DNA found inside that home on Lake James, he's not sure Matthew Hoover would have been charged this soon.
It's a game changer, you know, when it comes to identifying suspects.
DNA, something investigators often rely on to solve a case.
The chances of it being solved are greatly elevated versus, 30, 40 years ago.
Steuben County Chief Deputy Sheriff Mike Meeks says it's almost impossible not to leave DNA evidence behind.
Something's always taken from the crime scene and something's always left at the crime scene by the perpetrator.
He says that's how they made the arrest in Wilma Ball's murder inside her Lake James home. Court documents say Hoover left behind 2 beer cans, and investigators sent them to the Indiana State Police Forensic Lab for DNA analysis.
Matching a suspect profile to an evidentiary, something you recovered from the scene. It's this person, and the chances that it's another person is 1 in 8 trillion. They're pretty certain it's this person.
Meeks says DNA analysis revolutionized criminal investigations.
You talk about, DNA's been, the late 80s is when it first was used in a criminal case. And back then it was blood DNA.
He says today's technology can analyze even microscopic DNA.
You fast forward to today, where the evidence can be very small, even microscopic. It doesn't have to be blood, it can be any bodily fluid.
Meeks says it's important that they continue to develop better DNA tracing to bring justice to more families.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to bring the victim back, but the next best thing that we can do is everything within our power to make sure that justice is done.
Well, Meeks tells me at their Steuben County Jail, they take DNA samples for every person who is arrested, and it becomes a part of a DNA tracing database. Again, Matthew Hoover's murder trial is set to begin in Steuben County November 29th.